Following last week's vote, it is clear that the government's approach had to change. I've listened to colleagues across Parliament from different parties and with different views.
So May says her new plan, Plan B, makes the negotiating relationship with the EU more flexible. She pitched it as having more protections for workers' rights and the environment. She also made it clear there cannot be a physical, so-called hard border between Northern Ireland and the Irish Republic. No surprise, but these proposals did not impress opposition leader Jeremy Corbyn, who says Plan B looks far too much like Plan A.
What makes her think that what she tried to renegotiate in December will succeed in January? Mr. Speaker, this really does feel a bit like Groundhog Day.
Both claim that if Brexit is to happen, they'd rather there be a deal. But what kind of deal? They're not there yet, and time is ticking. In fact, there's just 2 months until that's actually supposed to happen. Understandable then why so many people are preoccupied, especially those who want out of the EU. So Thomas Degla took a trip to a city that voted overwhelmingly to leave to ask, how do you feel about that now?
Whoever thought breaking up would be this complicated? Certainly no one here in Stoke-on-Trent, nicknamed Britain's Brexit capital. Nearly 7 in 10 voters in this city chose leave, and there's no sign of a change of heart now.
We've got nothing to look forward to. So in my opinion, we were better out.
At the pub, there's no talk of that pesky backstop or complicated customs arrangements. No, all they want is to get on with Brexit.
There will not be a deal, and there's nothing to fear in that, though.
I think leaving without a deal is better than not leaving.
Brexit was this gritty city's gut reaction to decades of misfortune, a reflection of Britain's industries changing, fears of immigration, and a feeling that places like this have been left behind.
We voted to come out, and yet why should it take so long?
For centuries, Stoke has been known as England's hub for ceramics and pottery. A local industry once employing 100,000 now has just 7,000 workers. The prestigious Royal Dalton brand packed up long ago, leaving this eyesore behind. Stoke's most famous industry may be smaller now, but it's still mighty. Moreland Pottery makes 1,000 mugs a week by hand. A rare breed, John Plant has stayed in this business for 30 years. Rarer still, he voted against Brexit.
We've been duped. I think we've been lied to, and people have believed those lies.
There's a growing suspicion here Brexit could be delayed or even cancelled outright, with Stoke feeling left behind once more.
How will it affect you?
Local MP Gareth Snell hears it from his constituents all the time.
So there's a frustration again that politics isn't working, and if we're not careful, we've had far-right activity here before, and unfortunately we are creating the sorts of vacuums that they can easily fill.
At the pub and across the city, they're saying this deadlock is not what they voted for. Brexit has so far missed the mark. Thomas Dagg, CBC News, Stoke-on-Trent, England.